Hey, what's going on, fellow flippers? This is John here from Flip Your Dollar, and you're not going to believe what I was just told by eBay, and this is kind of very frustrating to me. It's very discerning and concerning too. To me, it doesn't affect me a ton. It is very aggravating. I mean, it does affect me, but however, most people that depend on eBay and these platforms to make a living, that's the biggest issue that I'm seeing. So long story short, you all know that eBay's been having several issues and lots of glitches, lots of glitches. And I notice it myself. I've been going into my store and I notice my prices have changed, my shipping options have changed. A lot of things aren't listing the sizes on clothes and stuff like that, and it won't even allow me to fix them. And watching a lot of other YouTubers, everybody's got a little bit of different advice. Some of them said go in there and fix everything. Some of them said fix nothing, that they should be able to fix it themselves and all this stuff. So I've been, I've been hesitant. So I haven't been posting up new stuff. And I've been selling my clothes over on Poshmark. So I've been letting it ride, trying to see what's going to happen with it. But I was just getting very frustrated with it. I'm not making any sales, not many views looking on my stuff. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, check the description, better pictures, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, I halfway know what I'm doing. So I decided to call eBay and address my concerns. And this is where I get frustrated at. Because the lady says, oh, yeah, at first she was like, oh, I don't see a problem. Then she goes, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do. She's like, yeah, nothing's been fixed. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? She's like, I don't know. And she's all like, and I show messages here saying they're trying to contact you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I don't show any messages on eBay. She's like, yeah, they didn't try to contact you there. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any messages on my email. It's just like, yeah, they didn't try to contact you there. And I'm like, okay, well, how are they trying to contact me? Smoke signals? And she's like, no, they've been trying to call you. And I'm like, no, they haven't. I literally have my phone on me 24/7. And I'm like, and when I hit the call button for you to call me, you guys called me, so you can't try to tell me that it's a different phone number. Because she did ask about that too. Well, let's verify your phone number. I'm like, it's the right phone number. You just called me from that phone number. So long story short, I will add this part in because I was frustrated. I'm like, okay, well, what am I paying you for then? She's like, what do you mean paying us? And I'm like, well, I have a store subscription that I pay. What am I paying you for? And she's like, hold on a second. And she's like, oh yeah, I see that you do that. So on their credit, I will tell you that she did offer to give me 1 month free for the glitches and problems. So that was helpful. Thank you, eBay, but not thank you, eBay, because I would fight paying that anyways because it's just a waste of time. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? Should I go in there and fix my products, my prices? And she's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? I mean, she's more friendly than what I'm saying it now, but however, she was like, yeah, no, don't do that. She's like, and she kept trying to repeat over and over again, well, they've been trying to call you and trying to call you about it, trying to call you. I'm like, no, they haven't. They really haven't, okay? I don't buy that for a second. I really do not believe that they've been trying to call me, email me, anything. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? And she's like, well, it is escalated. They're trying to fix your store, and we're trying to get that covered. And I'm like, okay, well, so what do I do in the meantime? Should I fix the stuff? Do I list anything? She's like, no. I'm like, well, what do you mean no? She's like, yeah, don't fix anything because we're working on it. And I'm like, okay, well, I have hundreds of items I need to get listed up. Should I list those items? She's like, no. I'm like, what? And she's all like, yeah, no, things might get messed up and everything else. And so I'm like, so basically what you're telling me is to do nothing. And she's like, yeah, don't do anything. Don't list anything. Don't fix anything. Just don't do anything. And I'm like, okay, well, when do you guys plan on getting it fixed? And she's like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of taken back on that because I'm not, nothing got fixed, nothing helped. So they're basically not going to charge me for something that they're not giving me anyways. big deal. You know, I mean, anyways, my advice to everybody else is to call in, because I let it go for a long time. It's been a little while now since eBay's been having their glitches, and I've let it go for a long time. And then I was just like, okay, enough is enough. It's time for me to call. You know, I have a jacket on there that's for like $100, and now it's all of a sudden $130. I offer free shipping. Now it's trying to charge $20 for shipping. And I'm like, well, no wonder nobody's going to buy my stuff, you know. Excuse me. So, you know, my advice to everybody else is make that phone call. You know, if you have a store, get that refund. As far as what to do, I couldn't give you that advice. That's the advice that they told me, was to do nothing. And I'm not too sure that advice goes for the same as everybody else goes, but I know that across the board, you know, listening to other YouTubers, watching Facebook groups and all that stuff like that, everybody's sales are like in the dumps, like bad. So I kind of hope that they kind of get some stuff figured out pretty quick, because for me, I just started getting into this, so it's very frustrating. But I don't, not counting my living on this. This is something that I was trying to take off in a big way, so it's hindering me. And I came in right at the wrong time. At the wrong time. If you guys have been watching my videos at all, you know I'm like really new to this, and it's just been a waste of time. I mean, I have sold some stuff, but I mean, it's just the worst time to get into it, because there's people leaving the platform right now. There's buyer experiences is bad. People are trying to buy stuff and it won't even allow them to buy them. Sellers aren't selling, and there's a lot of people out there, a lot of good people that are hustling really hard to make a living doing this, and I know this is affecting them a lot, so my heart goes out to them a lot. I don't have to count on it because it's not full-time yet. You know, this is just something I'm trying to do, but I work really hard though, don't get me wrong. When I say part-time, I'm not like spending 3-4 hours. I'm spending every weekend, nights and everything, working on trying to make this hustle on eBay and Poshmark and all this stuff. You know, it's just really disheartening to hear them say don't do nothing, and we don't know when we're going to fix it. So my biggest advice to everybody else is to call eBay, find out what they tell you. If you have a store, you know, ask them for a refund, you know, because they can tell actually what stores are affected or what not, because she was looking at that. She was like, oh yeah, your store is affected. And, you know, again, like I said, that's my best advice to you guys, is just to call in, see what's going on. Even if you don't see a glitch, ask them if there's a glitch. I'm sure they're getting overwhelmed in phone calls right now, but I mean, it's kind of what you have to do, to be honest, because I don't think that they would have looked at my account until I called. I think they're trying to you know, grease the biggest bad bearing. So whoever's calling, I think they're trying to work with them first. And the longer you wait, I think you're just going to be at the back of the line. I don't think they're actively trying to fix people's stuff. I think they're doing it on an individual basis. Whoever yells the most gets the most help, kind of thing. That's how I feel anyways. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like, because they haven't done anything for me until I called. And I don't think they're going to freely offer you guys money back on your monthly subscription unless you ask for it and be like, hey, you know, it's a waste of time, waste of money. I mean, you know, quite frankly, for me, just to get a month back, I'm okay with, because like I said, I'm not killing myself, you know, it's not my full-time jam, and I'm just getting into it. But there's people that have thousands and thousands of listings that's losing thousands and thousands of dollars, and I think that they should offer those people a lot more than what they're offering me. I'm okay with it because, like I said, it's not huge, it's not nothing, but it is very frustrating because I do have a lot of product that I've been wanting to get listed and get going on, and every day that goes by, that's just money that's just not there. And I need that money. I need to flip that money. You know, right now it's just tied up on product, but I need to flip it, take it, buy more stuff, take it, flip it, just like everybody else out there. So like I said again, I can't give you the best advice. You got to decide what to do for yourself, but do make that phone call, see what they can do for you. I will be making a what sold video. I haven't done that yet, and I want to keep you guys updated, so look for that. I have some pretty exciting news on what sold, which is pretty cool. But other than that, guys, hopefully eBay gets things squared away fast, so people can get back to making a living and not scare off too many customers and stuff like that. I mean, quite frankly, if they're scaring off the sellers, that's kind of good for everybody else that sticks around. So for all those that are going to quit, well, see you later. It kind of helps everybody else out. But I do feel bad for them, definitely. But as a business standpoint, that's not really gonna hurt us as sellers. It's gonna only help us. But like I said, if you guys are new here, hit the sub button if you want to watch more content. Hit the bell so you can get notified. I appreciate everybody that comes in here and drops a comment. If you guys are losing sales, let me know in the comment. Let me know what's going on, your experiences, if you've called eBay, what they've said to you. I'm really curious about the community and what's going on and what everybody else is dealing with. I'm really super curious about that. So until the next video, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.